Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. We are on storm watch as rain soaks Kern County, and it's not going away anytime soon. How long the showers will last coming up.
New cases of COVID-19 confirmed in Kern County, and local health officials expect another spike this week. The new numbers from over the weekend as we await another update this morning from Public Health.
And game changer in the fight against coronavirus. How people who recover from COVID-19 can help others going through the fight. And it's all happening here in Bakersfield. Today is Monday, April 6th, 2020. Good morning, Kern County. It is Monday morning, and a lot of us are waking up this morning to a soaking rain. It poured all night long. I'm Alex Fisher along with Nicole Gitsky. Nicole, thanks so much for waking up early and working remotely again.
Oh, of course, happy to be here.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of news to cover, and we'll get through all of our top stories this morning. But first, we're talking about that rain that we saw overnight. Like Kevin said, it is here, and it sounds like it is going to be a soaking week with more rain expected. Good morning, Kev.
Good morning, Alex. Yeah, yesterday was a great day all around Kern County, but then the rain came in last night. You can see I'm in my yard right now. I've got rain on the hood of my car, and more rain is expected as we go throughout the day. But yesterday, it was actually beautiful for most of the day. We hit 71 degrees on the high, so it was nice and warm around the area. That's pretty much where we should be this time of year. Our record 95, and that was actually set in 1971. As we take a look at the satellite and radar right now, and you can see the rain continues to push on in. The heaviest of the rain right now between Buttonwillow and Lost Hills, and there was a flood advisory there earlier this morning that is canceled on out. But again, we will continue to see rain throughout the day here. 52 degrees on the temperature right now for Bakersfield, a north-northeast wind at 6. And as we take a look at the numbers for today, it will be about 10 degrees cooler with temperatures only expected in the lower 60s. Take a look at the Tehachapi area, 39 degrees right now, an east-northeast wind at 7 miles per hour. We do have a winter storm warning for the Kern County mountains above 6,000 feet until 11 o'clock tonight. What does that mean? Well, heavy snow is possible above the 6,000 feet area level. The areas that I'm most concerned about and seeing some of the good amounts of snow will be Pine Mountain Club and also Cuddy Valley, where they could receive 8 to 12 inches of snow, but again, above 6,000 feet. Here's a look at the temperatures for most of the mountain communities for today, and we are going to be a little on the chilly side with temperatures into the 40s. How long is this rain going to be around? I've got much more on that coming your way in just a little bit, Alex, but definitely I could hear the rain just coming down here in the southwest all night long.
I'm in the northwest, and it poured all night long, so love to see that. All right, thanks so much, Kev.
Taking a look around the world, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is in the hospital nearly 2 weeks after testing positive for COVID-19. It's reported that Johnson had persistent symptoms since then, including a temperature. A statement from Downing Street Sunday said Johnson was admitted as a precautionary step for further testing. Meanwhile, President Trump offered his well wishes to Johnson.
I want to express our nation's well wishes to Prime Minister Boris Johnson as he wages his own personal fight with the virus. All Americans are praying for him. He's a friend of mine. He's a great gentleman and a great leader. And he's, as you know, he was brought to the hospital today. But I'm hopeful and sure that he's going to be fine. He's a strong man, strong person.
Johnson has been running the country remotely since testing positive for COVID-19.
Well, as the number of positive test results soared in the state over the weekend, Kern County saw its own substantial increase of COVID-19 cases. 17's Taylor Schaub joins us this morning with the latest on those numbers, along with a comprehensive breakdown of where these cases lie in Kern County. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Alex. And when Kern County entered the third weekend of Governor Newsom's stay-at-home mandate this weekend, there were 199 total cases Fast forward 2 days, and there's an additional 31 cases here in Kern County. 11 came Saturday, then another 20 on Sunday, bringing the new total to 230 cases. If you take a look at this chart here, you'll see a steady increase in that curve our health officials have told us so much about. And as of Monday morning, our county still has only confirmed 2 deaths stemming from the outbreak, but still, the cases in Kern keep growing. If we pull this chart breaking down California's mid-sized counties, you'll see Kern ranks 5th with 26 cases per every 100,000 residents. But where and from whom are these cases coming from in Kern County? Well, Public Health released this map breaking down the regions. There are 39 in the Valley, 101 in West Bakersfield, 70 in East Bakersfield, 7 in the mountains, and 6 in the desert. More than 50% of which are between the ages of 18 and 46 years old. Well, 16% are over the age of 65. That's the most at-risk category, as we know. And Alex, of course, we will bring you the up-to-date latest when Public Health holds their annual or their weekly Monday press conference later today at 11 a.m. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Taylor. Well, testing has really picked up around Kern County. Here is a short list. Priority Urgent Care says all of its buildings test for COVID-19. Accelerated Urgent Care is also testing at its southwest location. That's on Coffee Road and Stockdale Highway. Omni Health also tests for coronavirus. Local hospitals are testing too. Plus, Dignity Health offers a free online checkup for people with milder symptoms. Reminder, you will only be tested if you're showing symptoms, so call your doctor first. Once again, we're reminding you of the symptoms of coronavirus. The most common include fever, a dry cough, meaning there won't be mucus, fatigue, and difficulty breathing. Less common symptoms include aches and pains, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, and diarrhea. Remember, you may be sick with the virus up to 2 weeks before developing symptoms. Keep in mind, flu symptoms are similar, but muscle and joint pain, a runny nose, and headache will be more common with the flu. Meantime, a lot of people have allergies right now. Those symptoms include sneezing, coughing, a runny or stuffy nose, and itchy eyes. It's important to remember, though, although you may want to rub your eyes, do not touch your face. That's how viruses like COVID-19 and the flu can spread. Again, if you think you have symptoms of coronavirus, make sure you call your doctor before going. And you can find all of our coverage of the pandemic in one spot, kget.com. Our coronavirus page also offers different sections on resources, how to report concerns to officials, plus the latest numbers and headlines.
Houghton Community Blood Bank will soon begin collecting plasma from people who have fully recovered from COVID-19 so it can be transfused to others and help in the recovery. COVID-19 convalescent plasma, approved by the FDA, will be used on an emergency basis, meaning only those with a life-threatening coronavirus infection will receive it. The blood bank already counts with technology in place to collect, test, and process plasma from donors. It is cooperating with the federal government for this process. Houghton's CEO, Brad Bryan, confirmed they anticipate to start tomorrow. Potential donors will need to meet with all of the usual screening criteria for the blood donation. For eligibility information, head to our website, kget.com. And if you're looking for ways to help, CityServe is teaming up with Houghton Blood Bank for a community-wide blood drive today. It'll be hosted at the City Center campus. The Kern High School District has asked teachers to pull the plug on Zoom, the online platform for digital meetings used by thousands of school districts across the country to connect teachers to their students, has serious security concerns. The app has surged in popularity amid the stay-at-home orders prompted by the coronavirus outbreak, but Zoom conferences, it turns out, are vulnerable to hacking, according to the FBI. And a new term, Zoom bombing, has surfaced to describe the hijacking of these meetings by outsiders, some with ill intent. In fact, this week, the FBI's field office in Boston said it would investigate reports of Zoom meetings being disrupted by pornographic and/or hate images and threatening language. That vulnerability convinced KHSD leaders to ban Zoom for all online distance learning, District spokeswoman Erin Briscoe told 17 News. Teachers have been asked to switch to Google Hangout or other meeting platforms. In response, Zoom announced that starting yesterday, it has enabled passwords for all online meetings as a security enhancement.
Well, it was Palm Sunday yesterday, and even though most of us were indoors, one organization decided it was important for the community to pray for those at the front line of this crisis. The community met outside Memorial Hospital for a moment of prayer organized by United We Stand Bakersfield, the initiative aiming to take a moment to pray for our first responders and medical professionals during this pandemic. Hundreds were a part of the movement, including Memorial Hospital and Dignity Health. A woman is begging for help after her father died on a cruise ship because of coronavirus.
And now she wants her mother taken off the boat. More on that story when we come back. Welcome back. New developments for a California couple stuck on the Coral Princess cruise ship docked in Miami. Tragically, 71-year-old Wilson Ma died Saturday night after contracting coronavirus on board. And now the couple's daughter is desperate to get her home, who's now sick, off the ship. Cornell Bernard reports.
Anything anyone can do. I'm asking for help here.
Julie Ma spoke to us from her home in New York, making an emotional plea for help.
All I'm focused on is helping my mom. I have to try to save her.
Julie's mom, Toy Ling, is now showing symptoms of coronavirus. She's a passenger on board the Coral Princess, docked in Miami.
We have people telling us that 3 ambulances showed up, potentially took other people off, and my mom is still on the ship. I understand there's other people, there's other priorities. I just can't lose another parent today.
Sadly, her dad, 71-year-old Wilson Ma, died yesterday after contracting coronavirus. Julie says he died at a Miami hospital after waiting 4 hours to be transferred off the ship.
I don't know who makes the decisions. Everybody says it's not my fault.
The Ma's from South San Francisco were on their dream cruise vacation, which started before the pandemic began. Julie now begging anyone for help, even tweeting the mayor of Miami. Can you please help here? I need to help my mom get to a hospital.
She does have underlying conditions, so it does make me more worried. And this is just a replay of what happened to my dad.
We reached out to Princess Cruises several times, but they only told us this. It is our understanding that Mrs. Ma is high priority to be transferred to a local hospital. Julie Ma fears that time is running out.
I just want my mom to be safe and get the medical care that she needs.
There are nearly 10,000 coronavirus-related deaths in the U.S. We will be right back after this.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
In your 17 Business Watch, TurboTax launched a free stimulus registration product over the weekend. The product is meant to help consumers register with the IRS easily to get their stimulus checks. The TurboTax software launched on Saturday, and it can soon be accessed through TurboTax Stimulus Center. Users will have to answer a handful of questions, then choose if they want their check to be sent by direct deposit or mail. Around 10 million Americans do not have a requirement to file a tax return, so the stimulus registration product serves as an alternative connection with the IRS. A free stimulus calculator, which is available now, was also launched by TurboTax for people to calculate how much money they will get from the checks. And a new warning as scammers are trying to profit off the outbreak. Authorities now cracking down on everything from price gouging to fraudulent testing sites. Sam Brock has more.
Well, we're live back down at 17th and Broadway where the alleged COVID testing stations have set up once again.
In Louisville, Kentucky, people in full hazmat suits and protective gear operating what's presented as COVID-19 testing.
Are you taking swabs from these folks?
Excuse me?
Are you taking swabs from these folks?
You have to, man.
Okay.
But Louisville officials like Barbara Sexton Smith tell us it's a scam. She says they're testing without government approval and without even taking nasal samples.
How furious are you about all of this?
They may go through 40 or 50 people in a test wearing the same gloves, and we've got the photos of them taking off all their stuff, throwing it in the back of a pickup truck, and driving off, and then the next day getting up, putting it all on, and then going to another location in our community.
As victims reveal their heartache.
This is just the worst thing ever, to even have to go through what I'm going through, and on top of it, to be taken advantage of.
Signs of a systemic crunch for legitimate gear emerge. In New Jersey, Holy Name Hospital just had to return 1,000 safety masks.
So between the fact that they did not have the certification that the N95 masks need and the fact that we were very concerned about the fit, we shipped them back.
Hospital equipment distributors telling NBC News the search for quality masks bordering on the impossible.
Out of the 300 that we've vetted so far, we haven't yet found one that's legitimate.
Federal officials telling people to prepare for a wave of scams as soon as this week, as those already victimized speak out.
I feel like I've been violated. These people are truly demonic.
Sam Brock, NBC News, Miami.